I get the money, but I never switch. They saying you switch 'cause you won't get it. You know they came from the bottom and now we is lit. You was lit, I gotta get it, I gotta get it. You hating 'cause I took no risks. My bitch, you wanna be famous, They act like they made us, You know I'm icy in Vegas, This for the that hate us, I make a lot of new money, When the not savers, You be liking my flavor, I think it's cause ice on the wrist, on the wrist, on the wrist. Watch out, cuz I never switch, I never switch, I never switch, I never switch. Ice on the wrist, ice on the wrist, ice on the wrist, ice on the wrist, ice on the wrist,
On a chilly December afternoon, EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Paul Brown Stadium in Cincinnati, Ohio. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the New England Patriots and the Cincinnati Bengals. It's the final 3 weeks of the season. Still plenty to play for here as we're underway in Week 15. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Let's go now. 90 Wolf. Christian Travis. Jim.
Now a first-time 1,000-yard rusher from a season ago. It's Derrick Henry. 4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30.
Recon, 132 fighter.
They'll run with a third-year man. This is Tariq Cohen. He works his way forward for a couple up past the 30.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
And they'll look to avoid an early 3 and out here on 3rd and 4. They look to throw. It's Locke. That'll be taken in there by Miles Boykin. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That'll be a New England first down, a gain of 12.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
61, matchbox lights.
A first down carry for Henry. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on second down. A nickel look now for the Bengals as they try to stop him here on third down. From the gun on third down, Locke. And is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Picked up by DJ Swearinger. And they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 42-yard line.
A very good starting field position for the Bengals here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 42. It's complete to Chris Conley. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 12 yards that time and a Cincinnati first down. Solid catch there for a man who's been so brilliant this year. Worth pointing out, as we were talking about earlier, there has never in the 60-year history of the award been a pass catcher, tight end or wide receiver, that has taken home the MVP trophy.
And the best receivers I've talked with, they know that stat, and it drives them crazy because they understand that without a quarterback, they don't make the plays that they make. They also don't feel like they get enough credit for bailing out some of the throws the quarterbacks make.
Absolutely. Takes two to tango.
Check 55, Mike. I got one.
They go with Chubb on second down. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up third down.
Hey, Charlie. Pilot, 64.
55, Mike. 55. Yeah, let's get set.
Throwing on third down. Luck. And able to find Conley. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Chris Conley, his 26th touchdown, drawing even with Marshall Faulk for the fourth most in a single season, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Bryant tacks on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. And after the touchdown, here's Bryant now to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Pats at the line, ready to go. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 the score as they start 1st and 10. A run there on first down gets 3 up to the 28. A gain of 3, second down.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Running from the gun with Henry. And not much, maybe a yard up to the 29. They had 3 yards on first down, just 1 yard there.
Back-to-back runs, I'd say that encompassed maximum effort for minimal gain.
Minimal yardage, and now they're going to need something more than minimal on this play coming up. Throwing his lock on third down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
2 sacks last week, another one right here. He's been unblockable lately, and I think that goes all the way back to not just his offseason, but the film study he's been doing during the week, because I think he's found matchups that he likes, and he's capitalizing.
Well, a few times he's even defeated double teams. He doesn't care at this point. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10. A first scoring update now from Carolina. And it's the Panthers there out to the early advantage. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Luck now to throw. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. It's a gain of 13, and the Bengals have a first down.
In today's football, where receivers break tackles, make people miss, get upfield for the extra yardage, when you see a play like that where it's caught and he's dropped on the spot, that's a big-time play by the defense.
Gone right.
On first down, they'll run with Chubb, pushing forward for 3 up to the 48.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. From the gun, it's a give to Chubb. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. A shotgun snap for Locke. Got a man. It's complete. Williams. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 40. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Got an open man. It's Foster. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 19. This drive, it's been a good mix. 3 passing plays, 3 runs, hitting on all 3 of those passes, and the last one putting him in the red zone.
So wouldn't you think play action right here? Because you've got the ability and had the ability to run it and throw it. Go play action and take your shot at the end zone.
Check out. 12. Shit. Go ahead. Shit. Check. Wait for him. Go.
Now a whistle, and I think a penalty here for a delay. No, they're going to say timeout. They did get the timeout in time. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Luck going to bring him up 1st and 10. And he's a perfect 5 for 5 here to begin the game. They give the Chubb out of the gun. And he'll get this down only to the 18. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
Okay, just like that.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. On 2nd and 9, Luck. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
Well, we're not playing 3 yards in the cloud of dust football anymore. I kind of get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football. Because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion. And both sides trying to get to the football, and you're holding your breath wondering whether it's going to go good or bad for your team.
On 3rd down, it's Nick Chubb. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Nick Chubb, touchdown number 15 of the year. And the Bengals, they widen their lead. Bryant's extra point up and good. And it's now 14-0. And after the touchdown, here's Bryant now to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
The Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Kiko Alonso, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. They fake the handoff. Now Locke. Looking for Kelsey there, but it's intercepted. picked by Kendall Fuller. And he will not get all the way home, but he will take this back down to about the 2-yard line. The tight end Kelsey was the intended target.
Sets up a first down and goal at the 2-yard line.
Suddenly it's first and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Chris Conley with touchdown number 27. That ties Priest Holmes for the third most in a single year. Now the Bengals, they widen their lead. Bryant tacks on the extra point, and that makes the score 21-0. And after the touchdown, here's Bryant now to kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Let's go. Let's go. Let's go.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
Andy Isabella was the intended target, and it'll bring up third down.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
New England on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13.
Mike 54. Mike 54. He can't hang. He's not going to get me.
Mike 5-4. Mike 5-4.
Hey, lock it.
Check that out.
On 3rd and long, it's locked. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Zach Brown. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside.
Check out. 622.
Let's go, defense. Let's go, defense. Hey, here we go.
A run for Nick Chubb. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Now the Bengals on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and 8. They'll try the draw now with Chubb. He'll have a first down inside the 10. And he gets it all the way down to the 3. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. No surprise this offense would be able to convert. They're currently second in the league in first downs, and they pick up one here.
Yeah, not a stat that we talk about a heck of a lot, but it's a vital one. And in this case, it's really vital because what does it do? Keeps their defense off.
And he takes it into the end zone. Touchdown, Bengals. Nick Chubb, his second TD of the game and 16th on the season. Now the Bengals, they widen their lead. Here's Bryant for the extra point. It's good, and they stretch their lead to 28-0 now.
Makes the score, Bengals 28, Patriots nothing.
Yeah, after the touchdown, here's Bryant now to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
The Patriots take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. Typically down to the first half, I might say, oh, you at least need a field goal out of this drive, but they're down to the point where they need a touchdown, don't they?
Yeah, normally, you know me. You've been around me for a while now, right?
Unfortunately.
I'm sorry about that. But normally, I'm the one preaching patience.
Yeah.
You know, take your time. First half, you still got a chance. I think they're out of patience here. This has to be a drive that gets a touchdown. So if you're the play caller, you're going to that portion of the sheet that says big-time plays, specials, anything you can use to get yourself back into it.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. Now Locke. His throw incomplete. Jennings was the one he was looking for, and it's third down.
One thing I have learned, receivers don't mind high throws so much to the sideline, but do that over the middle to them, and not only are the DBs going to throw a little verbal trash their way, when they get back to the huddle, they're going to have a few words to say to their QB, aren't they?
Yeah, hung out to dry a little bit there on the high throw. Luckily fell in. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked by Kendall Fuller. Andy Isabella was the intended target. Oh, you just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the years.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make. But here's what he needs to do. Get through this game. Go to the press conference, meet it head on, and show your teammates you're ready to shoulder what happened today, and you'll be ready for the next game.
And if he can do that as a rookie, that's a great sign of maturity. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that, got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
On the ground, it's Chubb. And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a third down.
Makes it 3rd and 14.
So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long.
Get that ball. Check safety, check safety.
Now it's Locke. He'll get this to Chubb out of the backfield. And he'll lose yardage here. Back to the 15. 4th down now after a loss of 2.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
At the Bengals 49-yard line.
60 or. Watch the screen, watch the screen. Ready, ready.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. This one caught by Isabella. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Stop.
And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't they?
When we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, they like his work ethic. This guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time, really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
I'm going to run you over. Now.
On first down, Locke. Now Locke, he lost the football. It's out.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. And a big loss here as he's taken down. A rough couple of weeks for the man under center. 5 sacks last week, 4 now this week. Do you try to design some quicker developing plays if you're an offensive coordinator?
I think you do that. I think you also change his launch point at times. In other words, move your pocket to the right, to the left, roll him out, bootleg him. Do some different things so they can't just rely on the fact that he's going to take 3 to 5 steps back in the pocket and line up and throw the football.
Yeah, current formula is not working right now. And he's going to go down again.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And great special teams work here. This is knocking on the door of the 5. They'll spot it at the 6-yard line. So they'll play the field position game here as a very nice punt is going to pin them back.
Yeah, it's almost like watching a game of tennis, or do you prefer ping pong? Back and forth like that? That definitely was excellent, wasn't it?
11. Check 4. 22 jet bomber. 22 jet bomber.
They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to him. That one good for 15, and the Bengals get a first down.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
And with time running down, they go down to a knee.
A loss of a yard. It's now 3rd and 13.
We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. The Bengals set to receive. They have the lead and the football to begin quarter number 3. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Under 10, under 10, 10. Rush in.
You're out.
They run again with Barner. Space to maneuver at the 40. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
On the ready.
Mike 51. Mike 51. Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense. Say.
Hustle, hustle.
Tighten up, tighten up, tighten up. Big edge, big edge, big edge.
Big grip.
To throw on second down. Stanton. Looking sideline, incomplete. That time trying to find Gerald Everett. Third down here.
Well, the secondary's really struggled today, but that's a little bit of a measure of revenge, isn't it? And they just followed the basic rules. See ball, knock ball away. Turned into a nice play.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on second down.
Tight end right.
Hey.
3 down. Hey, check. 3 down.
From the gun, Stanton. Well, the two men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively, brings up 4th down. So good work there on the defensive side for the first drive of the second half.
Yeah, and until their offense can get into rhythm, their defensive players and staff have got to say to themselves, we've got to make it work. We've got to stand in here and make sure nothing else happens until our guys start moving the ball.
Here we go.
First and 10 at their own 47-yard line.
Let's go.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Throwing on first down is Locke. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team is playing excellent defense. Great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone, and especially against deep balls as we saw there.
And now here's another interception. Picked by Kendall Fuller. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. They brought the house that time on the young rookie, maybe a little rattled through the pick.
And you have to be prepared for a lot of pressure as a rookie quarterback because most defensive coordinators are going to test you that way. So when you see that, the ball's got to get out of your hands quickly, and that means your receivers have to understand they have to break off their routes quickly as well.
Boy, the run on first down, a disaster as he's tackled well behind the line of scrimmage. So a loss of 5, and it'll be second down.
Back at the 12-yard line.
Here we go. 10-2 saw.
I got you.
Bravo. Now.
On 2nd and 15 now. Stanton. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 27. And he will score. Touchdown, Patriots. Now remember, this is the #1 defense in the National Football League. There's a good example of why.
It shows that they set an aggressive tone, not just stopping the run, not just getting after the quarterback, but the ball's in the air. They treat it like they're the receivers, and they went after that one and took it all the way.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They begin this drive with Chubb. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. And that sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down.
It's real easy to say this running game needs to be better, but the reality is they've been given little time to actually find a place to run the football. It's almost like the defense is there on the handoff.
They run it again with Chubb, and that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher third down looming.
Motion.
Third and long. It's Locke. He sets to fire deep. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's fourth down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run.
And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Derrick Henry. His fifth touchdown now on the year. And the Patriots get a score closer. Well, if they're going to make a game of this in the second half, they need a few big plays to go their way. That's one.
And the way to get it done is to also conserve time. So to your point, that big play right there, now you're not moving the ball downfield, taking time off the clock. You're leaving yourself a better avenue to continue to try and make a comeback.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. Certainly want to avoid what they had to do last possession, and that was punt the football, because this game's starting to tighten up.
In a basketball sense, you think about taking a little bit of the air out of the ball, right? Maybe milk some clock, limit the possessions. In this case, they might want to do the same thing, but control the game offensively. Put together some first downs, put together a drive, and keep it away from them.
An ideal beginning of the drive there is they'll get 20 and a first down. The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already.
Check your hot read.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Rashawn Gary in there yet again. What else is new? He continues to rewrite the record book in single-season sacks. Second and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack. Back to throw, Locke. And he's got the hook up to Landry. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down. 11-3. They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And, boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. The ball's still a few inches shy of the marker after the 3-yard run, so now a little soul-searching on fourth down. The offense here not budging. They're going to fight for it on fourth and inches. He'll try and run for it. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on fourth.
First down. First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. Now Locke. He gets it to his running back, Nick Chubb. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. 12 yards that time and a Cincinnati first down.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with the football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
Second and 11 at the 32-yard line.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's second and 11. And again, it's Chubb. And an alley to run. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard.
51 to Mike, boys, 51. Check, 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 check.
Now a play fake, and it's locked. Looks to throw, fires right side. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
Matt Bryant on for the field goal. A 38-yard.
And Bryant's kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So in the end, they had the ball for 10 plays, but the drive gets them 3, not 6.
Is it okay if I give credit to both sides on this one?
Absolutely.
All right, let's start defensively. They hung in there. 10-play drive, but they stiffened when they got close to the goal line, made them kick a field goal. For the offense, 10-play drive. They might be a little disappointed they got a field goal, but they moved the ball down the field with dispatch and came away with points.
And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
The Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
And this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
Hey, Delta.
Hey, let's go, let's go. It's time to call the coach. I hope you brought your lunch, because I'm about to take you to school.
Say go.
Block now on 1st down. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And that one incomplete. They try to sneak in a deep ball with the clock running down, but to no avail as time will expire on this 3rd quarter of play. Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. Back to the air on 2nd down. It's locked. And that is intercepted by the all-pro safety, Eddie Jackson. And his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line. The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited thinking his guy was open that he made it easy for the defensive back to go get the football.
Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep, and that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. From the gun, here's Love. Caught here by Conley. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That one goes for 30 yards. Boy, another big play late here for an offense, Charles, that certainly has had its fair share of big plays.
Coverage has been a problem all game long, and I would say that going along with that has been confidence. Because even if they had the right coverage, they've still dented them, and now it's been a real issue for them during this game.
So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. They run. Chubb. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
51 to Mike. 51 to Mike. Stay with your man.
On 2nd and 12, Luck. That's out to Chubb, complete. And he's got another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 14. Well, I'm sure he likes his performance a little bit better than last week. He had the 3 interceptions here, none in the 4th quarter, and he's got his guys in front.
Guaranteed he put in a tremendous amount of work this week. but maybe the matchup is just better for him. Sometimes it just doesn't work out. It's almost like those golfers. Certain courses fit their eye, and they like what they see, and other courses as soon.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Greedy Williams, the rookie from LSU. So they get the takeaway, but that's just step one. They still have a lot of work to do.
But they don't want to focus on that now. Now it's about getting the ball in the end zone and hoping they can take it away again.
Yeah, still 3-score game, though, fourth quarter.
Here we go. Tight end to the right, boy. Tight end to the right. Move. You got three.
Greystone, travel.
Check 24. Check 24.
Let's go.
After the turnover, here's Locke. Rolling to his right. And nearly another interception. They've been around the ball all game. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
Watch the shot.
Locke will try again on second down. That ball complete to Isabella. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. That'll be a New England first down, a gain of 12. Locke now perfect since the second half started, 7 of 7. It's first and 10. The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes.
He's the NFL sack leader coming into the game, and now that's 2 more that he's added to his total.
He wants some separation from spot 1 and 2 in that sack category. To try again after the sack. Locke. It's Kelsey on the ground. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run.
It's so important to tackle well against these guys. But you and I both know that's easier said than done when the guy you're trying to tackle looks like this guy.
And it's usually going to take more than one man to get him down, and it did right there. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a first and 10 at the 41. He'll let this go for the end zone. And this is caught. Touchdown, Patriot. Damian Ratley, his second touchdown on the season. And the Patriots make some inroads here on that deficit.
Locke's pass complete to Damian Ratley. Touchdown, New England.
It took them an extra look, but they found out it is a touchdown indeed. The official says this one counts. Tavecchio to add the PAT. And the lead is trimmed down to 10.
Makes the score Bengals 31, Patriots 21. Giorgio Tavecchio set to kick.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Tavecchio. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. Well, don't look now, but they've got a little bit of a battle on their hands again. Back to a 2-score game, the interception that led to a touchdown. You'd have to think they're a little more careful here if they do indeed try to throw the football.
Yeah, and I was a little surprised by the last throw. You know, that type of throw with this type of a game, I'm going to be very careful about it. Maybe the only throw you make is maybe a toss to your halfback or something like that. Otherwise, take care of the thing and finish this bad boy off.
Brings up second and 2.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's second and a couple.
Check 26, check 26. Check 9, check 9.
Check, 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 check. Check, check, check. Check 50, check 50.
Oh, now he bowls him over. That one good for 26 and a first down.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll run. It's Barner. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And it'll be 2nd and 12.
Let's get it. 11B. Here we go, here we go.
They'll try the air now with Locke. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation. And there, the defense won the battle. Now Chubb. And a good tackle there right around the 30. Stops him short of the 1st down. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves them just short for 4th down.
This offense really put themselves in a tough spot on 1st and 2nd down and needing long yardage to try and pick up a 1st down. And they ended up getting a great run. Explosive, picked up nice yardage. You don't expect to be in this situation on 4th down. But guess what? It all started with what happened on 1st and 2nd down. Really put them behind the 8 ball.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do?
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by DJ Swearinger. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. What did you see on that one? Rookie mistake or just good defense?
It was a combo plate, but the rookie quarterback, he'll take it all on his shoulders, and the frustration level is evident. You can see it with him. You know, if that's a veteran quarterback, he walks off like he just threw a touchdown pass because he doesn't want to show that to the defense. The young guys, they take it more to heart. It's on their sleeve a little bit. He'll learn as he goes along how to hide his emotions.
And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. Back to the ground. This time it's Chubb. And he'll get about 5 here as he'll take this down inside the 20-yard line. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
Now the Bengals on 3rd down. They've converted 5 times in their many chances thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. Give him 4 yards on the play, and that will lead us into the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. The kick by Bryant is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but they still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
This is taken at his 4. And a nifty return there as he's all the way up past the 40-yard line.
There's no downplaying that we all knew that this was a critical possession, and to get a return like that to start things off, that's the spark that they needed. That's the spark they were looking for.
Come on,
the Pats at the line, ready to go. And last time, 1-play interception, so this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by the rookie from Temple, Rock Ya-Sin. That's one of those interceptions watching from up here. The quarterback wide receiver just looked a little out of sync.
They did look a little out of sync, and yeah, they're going to examine that when they get to the sidelines, and they'll talk about it throughout next week when they watch the tape. But the guy who's going to be there for him, really in his ear, is his center, because that's a special relationship for a rookie quarterback. Your center handles your line calls. He gets everyone in the proper position to block. He'll be the first guy back to pick you up after you've been knocked down. And that's the guy you watch the extra film with and try and learn the league.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here.
A loss of a yard brings up 2nd and 11 at the Patriots' 36-yard line.
We're pretty quiet, D. We're pretty quiet.
The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here.
A loss of a yard. It's now 3rd and 13.
So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here.
A loss of a yard. It's 4th down.
The Bengals bring out their punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback. Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay.
Let's go, baby.
And the offensive penalty has us back where we started as they come up on a 1st and 10. After the penalty, it's Henry. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35.
Let's go.
Charles, we saw a lot of points go up in this one. Certainly defensively, stuff that they can look at on film, don't you think?
No doubt about it. And they've got to go back and check where the errors are, how they're going to fix them, and continue to get better at what they do. But they also need a little adjustment with their confidence. To give up that many points, even if you win a game, that can hurt you.
So for Cincinnati, they're not going to go quietly here as the win moves them now to 8-6 on the year. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Miami Dolphins. Meanwhile, for New England, this was basically just an exhibition game for them as they'd already clinched home field advantage. And they'll try again next week at home against
Slide, I'm with it. Better see me now on God, I'm litty. I know that you tryna go big. Better run up the cash you love to spin. Pay to kill it and did it again. I'm with it, you know I'm down to win. I can't feel bad about it. I know you sad about it.
Know you sad about it. Know you sad about it.
I just got bags from Prada. Rolling up. I'm in a brand new model. It'll be here tomorrow. I don't got fears or problems. Only got real ones round them. Only got. It take a week to count it. Then I'm back up. Name the place and we pack up. Running these racks up. 100 meals a week after. Down from laughter. When they come to handles, never had one. With a bad one. Made a meal today and ain't my last one.
Oh, I had to get back up.
I had to get back up.
I can't take no off. You better call back up. I'm running it down to finish. I don't play, get down to get it. Talk about that, come slide, I'm with it. Better see me now, on God, I'm litty. I know that you tryna go be. Better run up.